everyone, and welcome to Sunday Morning Sprints. If you're here, go ahead and say hello. Tell me what you're going to be up to. I am already kind of hit the ground running this morning. I cannot stop coughing, so it's amazing to me that right now I am not coughing. However, I do have a bottle of water. I do have my coffee because I'm still trying to caffeinate for the day. And I am making my throat coat tea because I know at some point this is going to dry out and we're going to go into coughing fits. So we're trying not to do that. I thought about doing silent sprints today, mainly so that I wouldn't have to worry about coughing so much. But I'm going to play it by ear and see what happens. I have a lot to do today, being that it is the 1st of March. And hi, welcome to March. It's also Women's History Month, from what my search bar was saying on the computer. So welcome to March. But I'm going to be doing a lot of things today. So it says the spell shop on my little thing here, because I am going to try to start reading the spell shop, but I also have to close out February's budget and open March's budget. I also have to update and basically close out February for everything and open up March. I have to film a video, the first one for March, but I don't know how that's gonna go. So we might have to wait on that until it's getting closer to posting time. So we'll see. Also, because I think I'm getting sick, my sinuses and my teeth hurt. Joyous times. But let's see who all is here, and then we will go into our first sprint. I apologize now if I start coughing a lot. But I do have my water, and I do have my tea. So my tea is steeping as we speak. Swank was the first one here. Howdy, everybody. Happy Peanut Butter Lovers Day. Happy World Compliment Day and happy Play Outside Day. Ooh, I gotta send the kids outside then. Because they need to go outside. I also feel like I have a hair, like in the back of my throat. It's disturbing. Kat is here. Good morning, Alicia and Swank. Happy first day of March. I have a bunch to do today since I am in catch-up mode after a long and busy week. So I'm wrapping up February and organizing March. We are in the same boat, Kat, because I have to do the same. I also think because I really didn't get to go. I mean, I went to Epic Universe last month, but I haven't been to the Universal parks, the other ones, since the beginning of the year. So I need to start scheduling when I'm going to go so that I can at least get my once a month trips. I do have, I think I'm going to try to go before my birthday in May, because my birthday falls in the middle of the week, and that's also like my birthday is like the last week of school for my kids before summer break, so I have to start planning accordingly. It'll make it a lot easier when the days come. Mostly weekend days, I think, is when I'll be able to go. So yeah, we're in the same boat. We're wrapping up February, organizing March, thinking ahead. Kat says also waiting for it to warm up a bit so I can go for my daily walk. I'm starting the Vincent van Gogh Conqueror Challenge today. My first one, and I'm excited. Ooh, that sounds like fun. This is the thing that Lee was talking about, right? Where you can is it walk, run, or there was a third option, I think. But it's walk, run, or whatever that is. And then at the end, when you meet your goal, you get like a medal or something. Let me know how you like it, because I know Lee likes it. But let me know how you like it too, because I was thinking of doing something like that. Because I need to exercise. I don't. I wonder if I could use my treadmill to do it. Because we don't have... I'm kind of like you, Kat. I don't have sidewalks, and I'd rather not go outside on a 2-lane road. But if I could go and find either like a nature trail, or if I could use the treadmill, then I'll do it. Because I've seen some YouTube videos where it's like you can walk through Hogwarts Legacy, like the game, and while you're walking, you're basically watching the character walk through the game. So then it kind of gives you that ambient music, so to speak. Swink says, hi, Kat. Thought of you on Thursday. It was Tell a Fairy Tale Day. Ooh. And that would be perfect for the Folklore February. Ren is here. Hello, hello, everyone. Finishing off the last 50 pages of Love from the Cosmos. How are you enjoying that one? I know you've been reading that one for a bit. How big is it? Swank says, Kat, what is the challenge? Swank says, yes, it is Women's Month. Listen, I didn't even know we had a month. Lola, the crafting... Is that Shyster? Christer. Let me know what you would like to be called, or we'll call you Lola. Welcome in. Hello, everyone. I hope y'all have a great Sunday. Kat says, Swank, it's the Conqueror Challenge. There are different themes. I am doing Vincent van Gogh since he's my favorite, a favorite of mine, and March 30th is his birthday. This is like a... You can pick one each month, or however long it takes you to do it. I hope your sinus pain goes away. That just ruins the day, doesn't it? It kind of does. However, I think it's a combination of between the cold. For whatever reason, my colds have changed the way that they go in order. I used to be able to say, I know I'm getting sick when I have a sore throat. Because I'll get that tickle, and then my throat will just it hurts to swallow. And that's how I know I'm getting sick, because then it quickly turns into the sniffles and the sneezing and stuff like that. But I got the cough first. So I got the cough, then I got the tickle. Then this morning and last night, it was like it hurt to swallow. I actually ate some ice cream yesterday, and that seemed to have helped. And then this morning, it was a lot of sneezing and more coughing. And I'm already reaching the phlegm portion of a cold. So I don't know if it's just because I'm getting older, or if it's because spring is around the corner, which means I'm going to have allergies kicking in. So I'm probably going to have to start taking my Zyrtec and my nasal spray. So I'm going to start taking that again today. Because the doctor says it's kind of like a as needed. But the way that the seasons have been going, it's going to be it's a must need to survive. But thank you. I hope it goes away too. I know I can take some Advil or Tylenol or something to make it go away. Someone suggested taking, what was it? It was like, I think it was Tylenol Sinus. Was that it? Maybe. I'm going to have to go pick up some of that when I go to the grocery store. Because that's another thing I'll be doing. I'll be making my grocery list. See? Lots of things to do today. Hello, Brian. He says, hello, everyone. Hope y'all are having a great day. So far, so good. Swank says, Alicia, try hot honey and lemon water. Also, pineapple juice. I am going to put pineapple juice on my grocery list because I heard that that was good for sinuses and stuff. Also, I do have my tea. Right now I'm doing a throat coat tea, which has lemon echinacea, and then I put honey in it. That seems to help my throat. So we're doing all of the things. Brian says hey to Kat, and Kat says hey, Brian. Swank says don't forget to use your clothespin on your hand. Oh, yeah. I've been doing that too. Or even just taking my hands and pinching it so that you go like this. That has actually been helping. And I noticed, I've been using my right hand when I do it, but I noticed that when I get anxious or anything, I actually do my left side. So I don't know if it counts. Do you have to do a certain side when you do the clothespin or when you pinch in between? I don't know if it means a certain thing, but I've been doing both apparently lately. Mostly my left. I'll pinch my left. So I don't know, but it seems to be helping. I thought I was going to cough into my water. That was weird. But yeah, I do have one of those. Not in here, but I will get one. Because I picked one of my clothespins so I could keep it close by. And I can only do it for a few seconds, so I'm slowly trying to build the tolerance. Annette says, hello, Alicia and chat. Hello, hello. Kat says, yes, Lee and Travis participate in it. I forgot about that. I forgot Travis was doing it too. You can walk, run, or do any other activity. I'll keep you posted. Yes, you can use your treadmill. You can even count steps. Van Gogh is 56 miles. Ooh! That's a lot of miles, ma'am. I might do it if I could use the treadmill. That would be cool. Put on one of the little Hogwarts Legacy or walking trail things and then just use the treadmill. If I did a mile a day, that would be 56 days. Lola says, haha, no, it's sister. Oh. Ha. Oh. I see, okay. Haha, no, it's sister. Sister. I have cystic fibrosis. Oh. I was here last week with my other Lola account, so I came back. You have 2 accounts. Okay. Are you... What was the other one? It was like Lola... Was it the Lola the Reader? I have it written down. You're going to make me go look it up. But welcome back. Welcome in. Let us know what you're working on or reading. And Pearl is here. Good morning. I'm sorry I sound like a frog this morning, but the water and the tea will help. As long as it keeps the cough at bay, we're good. Pearl says hi there to Lola. Kat says, yes, you pick your challenge and you set your start and finish. I would love to finish on his birthday. Ooh. That would be a nice. So does it tell you, like, does it break it down? Like, if you want to finish on the 30th, does it tell you you have to walk oh so many miles or oh so many steps a day. That's exciting. Swank says either hand works. I use my left hand because I'm right hand dominant. Interesting. I am left-handed dominant, but I can write with, like, I'm ambidextrous when it comes to writing, meaning I can write with either hand. Right hand is not so pretty, but because I'm left-handed. But when I was younger, I broke my left arm, so I had to write with my right. It's good to know that either hand works, though. Lola says, don't get up. Lola reads after dark. Yes, thank you. It was just over there on the table. I have my notebook and stuff. I just haven't brought it over. There's probably a couple of people I need to add because everything needs to be updated. So thank you. Thank you for the reminder. Hey, Pro Girl, says Lola. I love that. Brian says hey to Pearl, and Pearl says hey to Brian. Swank says I'm doing up my meds for the week and then start the end of the world as we know it. With the way things are going in real life, I'm a little scared by that title. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. Kat says, yes, it will tell you the amount of miles per day to complete the challenge. Oh. That's a fancy little challenge. I'll have to let me know when you complete this one. I may do it, like do a medal or two, just so I can get some exercise in. Because I have seen some of the medals when I was looking at the website before, and there are a different, all kinds of different medals. When I looked, there was the It medal. They had Harry Potter. They had Scooby-Doo. And there was a couple more. I don't remember what they were off the top of my head. But those were the ones that stuck out, was Scooby-Doo, Harry Potter, the It challenge, because I was like, oh, no. I'm still learning. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. I think I've gave my tea enough time to finish steeping. So, I'm going to go ahead and put us into the first sprint so I can go get my tea and possibly another bottle of water because I'm already in the label. I'm already in the label on this one. So if I have to keep drinking tea, it's going to be gone before we finish sprints today. And then, I don't know. I'm either going to work on my reading journal. I did plan out the days. So this reading journal will finish me through June. So I might possibly have to pick a new journal for the second half of the year. If I do the 8x8, I can get 6 months. If I do a different size journal, I don't know. So I'm probably going to stick with the 8x8 square. Kat says Travis is working on the Pennywise medal. He's doing the scary one. Oh my goodness. Well, hopefully he's having fun with it because I know he likes that kind of stuff, right? Me, not so much. Pearl says I'm going to make lunch and keep knitting the Harley Davidson pattern Lola sent me the other day. Ooh. How fun. You'll have to show that off in your live streams when you're finished. Lola says, Pearl, I'm glad you started that. I need to find my cross stitch. I found the mason jar with the flowers one. I need to finish that one. And then I've got like a Ziploc bag of like tiny projects that I could probably do quickly. I need to find that. That's all part of my decluttering this month. All right. I'm going to start that comment and we'll go ahead and start our first sprint. And I will see everyone in 45 minutes. Happy sprinting! All right. How did we do on our first sprint? I got quite a few done. Quite a few things done. I made my tea. So we have that. It already needs to be reheated. I got about halfway through before it got cold. So we're doing Luke's Diner today. And then, so I made my tea. I found my notebooks that I have to decide between. Maybe I'll put a poll up and you guys can help me decide. I do have them both here on the floor, which I will show in a minute. I folded a load of laundry, I loaded dishes in the dishwasher, and I got to chapter 2 in the spell shop. I don't know what it is with the audio, but I'm already at 2 times speed and I feel like I need to bump it up again. So, I don't know. So far it's interesting. So we'll see how it goes. That definitely needs to be reheated. All right, let me show you the notebooks real quick. And I will make the poll. I think I have to go on YouTube for that, don't I? There my is. Excuse me. Let me see. Here we go. All right. Excuse me. All right, so I've started the poll on YouTube, so you guys can go and pick which one. But before you do, let me show you, because here is the pink by pink, or pink by pink. Oh my god, the pink 8 by 8 square. This is the I believe it's Typhosy. It's that brand of notebook. They're both going to be that brand. But this is the 8 by 8. This is the kitty cat with the sakura flowers. This is one of their newest ones. And they are both dot grid. So this is the pink one. And then the other one is the blue B5 size. So if I put them together, you'll see that, ooh, can I show you? One is taller than the other, but I believe they're both the same, roughly like page amount. The one that I'm currently using right now for my reading journal is also an 8 by 8. You can see like there's little birds on there. I wish the birds had some color, but it is what it is. And there's birds on the back there. So this is the one I'm currently using. And like I said, I will get through to June with a couple of extra pages for like memory keeping, which is what I was thinking about doing. But I need to decide on the second half. So this will be the first half of the year. And then it'll either be this one or this one that will be for the second half. If I do this one, I do have a bunch of like washi tape and stickers that are cats. So I could potentially do like a theme with the cats. I also have a bunch of Egyptian stickers and washi. So I could do like a cat and Egyptian theme. So let me know on the poll what you guys think I should use. Should I stick with the 8x8 size? So it'll be like this one. And I'm holding it awkwardly. Switching from this one to another 8x8, or should I try a bigger size? Excuse me. Mm-hmm. The tea helps, but it needs to be reheated. So I need to get one of those like little coffee mug warmers, because I have my coffee, but I want to finish the tea first. And then of course I have my water for the chatty bits. All right, let's see what you guys got up to. And I'll keep an eye on the poll. I know I started. There it is. This was our last comment. They were talking about a pattern that Pearl is working on. And then Pearl said, for sure, it will be a video in my March vlog and in live streams. Every stitch is content. Ooh, love that. Pearl says to Lola, I'm on row 24 now. Ooh, progress, progress. We had Carissa come in. Good morning. Also, Nicole. Hi, Alicia. So happy to join today. And hi, chat friends. We'll be working on a buddy read, Palace of Desire. Who is that by? And I hope you're enjoying it. Vanessa is also here, popping in. Hi, Alicia and chat. Happy Sunday. That was me saying good morning to all of the friends that came in. Pearl is also saying hi there to Lola and Nicole. I think she meant to say hi to Carissa, but she said hi to Lola, Nicole, and Vanessa. There we go. Pearls, try it again. Hi there, Carissa, Nicole, and Vanessa. We love it. Vanessa says, my adult niece posted a reel of herself singing/performing, and her voice is so beautiful. I've listened to it 4 times already. Wow. Is she going to try out for anything? Is she just doing it for fun? Let us know. Kat says, my to-do list is done, so I'm going to walk. I missed the chatty bit, but we'll have you up for watch hours. Thank you, thank you. Also, one of the things that I noticed, I am now 9 away from 500. So if you haven't subscribed, now is the time to do so, because we need 9 subs to 500. I do need some watch hours. I will have to see how many I need to reach that goal. Let me see. Can I quickly go into my YouTube Studio app? For 500, it says I'm currently at 1,653 valid public watch hours out of 3,000. Um, so I'll have to figure out how to do, maybe I'll do some more live streams because I hear that live streams help. I don't know, but we're gonna see what we can do. Even if that's me like posting more videos for you guys to watch. I don't know what I would post videos on, to be honest, other than what I've already have planned. Um, so if there's something you want to see, let me know. But other than that, that is where I'm at. I'm excited. Excuse me. Vanessa says, going away from keyboard from the stream, but leaving it open to watch This Week in Indies. They're talking about how to use nonfiction to inform your fiction writing. Ooh, that's interesting. Pearl says meow, because that was when the cat went off. Got lunch, yum. Got a few more rows of the Harley Davidson pot holder done and chatted with a friend. Nice. Very productive. Brian says, just getting the house cleaned up. No reading yet. That was a productivity sprint for you. Very nice. Lola says, I tried changing the light bulbs. I'm too short even with a ladder. Oh no. I hate that. I can't do it. I always say, that light bulb's out. And then my husband, I just hand it to my husband. He changes it. Because I can never reach it. Carissa says, I'm back a little late, but I was folding some laundry. I did the same. Laundry, laundry, laundry. It never ends. Vanessa says, my niece is a professional singer, went to school for it and everything. She currently works at a restaurant where all the servers are pro or semi-pro singers. Ooh, how fun. She's actually going to be touring. I saw that blip. Rude. Rude. In the next sprint, I will be reading Two Kinds of Stranger by Steve Kavanaugh. It's an arc. I need to get it read by March 17th. You got this. Vanessa says, anyone friends with me can see the reel of my niece in my timeline. On Facebook, I mean. Ooh. You do have a wrench, so if you would like to post the link, we'll see if we can find it that way too, and we'll watch it. If not, I don't know if I'm friends with you on Facebook. I will have to see. That one, like, didn't want to come out. That cough. There is the link. I'm going to go and watch that in the next sprint. Eight votes on the Notebook choosing, and it is very close. Very close. I will let it sit for the next sprint, and then we'll see where we're at. So if you haven't voted on the poll, go ahead and do that. I totally forgot I had a wrench. It sent me into a coughing fit, Vanessa. I feel like it's like right here. You do though. Although I see it as a wrench. Did they go back or are they still shields? Okay, they're still shields. So that's interesting. On this side of StreamYard, they're wrenches, but on YouTube, they're shields. So funny. Annette says, I've been reading The Three Witches by Elena Collins. I don't think I've ever heard of that one. I'll have to look it up. And Vanessa says, sorry, no worries. It's bound to happen. I just hope that I can get this cough to go away sooner rather than later. All right. That is the last comment I see coming through, I think. Excuse me. So I'm going to go ahead and star the last comment that we had. And I'm going to go ahead and put us into the next sprint so that I can go heat up my tea and go to the bathroom. So much water is going through me already. All right, I will see everyone in 45 minutes. Happy sprinting! It would help if I unmuted myself. I made it to 46, page 46 of the spell shop, and I got muffins. I'm gonna need them because, excuse me. I like the book so far. However, I might switch to just reading it with my eyeballs instead of listening to the audiobook. Because again, I have the audio already at 2 times speed and it seems slow. I don't know if it's meant to be that way. Or what, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. So we'll see. Like I said, I might switch to this one being reading with my eyeballs and then find another one. I did just get the audiobook for I Medusa, which I was supposed to read in January. But that had a long audiobook wait. So that finally came in. So I might try to read that one and see how it goes. But we'll see. We'll see. But that's pretty much all I did. Excuse me. Let's see what everyone else got up to during that sprint. I know we had a couple of people come in. So real quick, if you have not answered the poll, please do so because I'm going to close it before the end of sprints. Right now, it looks like it's tied. And the poll is for you guys to help me pick the next journal. I have 2 sizes. So on the note on the poll, this is the pink 8x8. So this will be for the second half of the year in my reading journal stuff. So it's either the pink 8x8 square or the blue B5 notebook. So this one I would have to like design the pages before I built them, whereas this one I already kind of know how to do it with the first one. But either one is useful. So let me know if you haven't voted and are just coming in. That's what the poll is for. That is what the poll is for. The poll is for choosing my second half of the year book journal. Wow! Oh my god. Apparently my plate is wet or something, but I just got like a little dot on the. We'll hide that in the chair. Hopefully it'll go away. Let me see where. Here it goes. We had Double N Jen come in. Good morning. Good afternoon. I said hello. I also said that the poll was currently tied at 50-50. It still is. Pearl said hi there to Double and Jen. Anna is here. Hey, everybody. I woke up late, so just had breakfast, and I'm about to have a shower. Nice, nice. Hopefully you had a peaceful sleep, like restful sleep. Faithful is here. Good afternoon for me and everyone. By now, it is afternoon for me, too. So happy afternoon. Or good afternoon. Why did I say happy afternoon? I don't know. Pearl says hello to Anna and Faithful. Faithful says, hi, Pearl. Fancy seeing you here. Faithful, are you not sprinting today, Anna? I can't find a link for you. Double and Jen says hi to Pearl and Anna and Faithful. I think she starts at 2 EST, Faithful. In the next sprint, I will try to find all of the links of people who are currently sprinting or will be sprinting. But I believe she does sprint at 2. Pearl says to Faithful, LOL, I am in all of the chats today. We love it. Sprint hopping. Excuse me. Glenda says, hello, Alicia and everyone. Happy first day of March. Welcome to March. I cannot believe we're already in March. Jesse Kiwi says, morning. Just waking up, getting ready for another day of being bullied. I mean, another day of work. It does seem like you go to work and you're like bullied, right? I had days where I felt like that, and it was the most excruciating kind. Like, it just, at one point, it just felt like it would get monotonous. Like, you do the same things over and over, and I would get bored. It's great that you earn a paycheck, but it gets boring after a while. Donna says, hey friends, just joining. Been up since 4 a.m. with my youngest, watching movies and have a good old peaceful Sunday. Nice, nice. Glenda says, hello, Jessie, Kiwi, and Donna. Faithful's also saying hello, Jess, Jen, and Donna. Faithful says, do you say where you work, Jessie? I know it's retail, if I'm remembering right. So fully understand the bullying comment. Yep. Molly says, hey, y'all. I'm here, but have been lurking, spending lots of time this morning in the little room no one likes to talk about in public. Would that be the bathroom? I hope you're feeling okay. If you've been hanging out in there this morning, I hope you feel better. Molly, Donna, I'm working on your 20 or 72-hour bingo today. Would have started on Friday, but this weekend has not gone as planned. Oh no. Faithful says, beautiful people, have you liked this live stream yet? Please do go ahead and tickle, slap, or smash the thumbs up. Yes, please, and thank you. We greatly appreciate it. Be sure you're set to all messages, not top or live messages in the live chat. Thank you, thank you. Donna says, hey to Glenda, and hey, Faithful. Hey, Molly, no worries. It's pretty easy, but also you can use it anytime. Glenda says hello to Faithful and Molly. Brian says, almost done with cleaning the house. Very productive. Very nice. I don't say exactly where just to keep it a little separate, but yeah, it's retail. Fair enough. OMG, Alicia, you sound like I do, full of a head cold. My husband was sick last week, and I did really good. I kept myself at a distance. I, helped where I needed to, but still kept that distance, and I still managed to get sick. So, it started Friday into Saturday. I had a cough, and I was like, oh crap, this is like, it felt like allergies in the beginning. And then yesterday I had a sore throat. And this morning it was kind of like I sounded froggy with a sore throat. And then the sniffles came shortly thereafter. And now I sound like this. So I've got my throat coat tea. I've got water. I've got muffins. I've taken my vitamin C. And I did drink some orange juice. So it's everything. And I think also I've been keeping an eye on the pollen count too, because the pollen count is quite high. I haven't checked today. Let's see. When I go on my phone, it'll tell me. Pollen count is high today. 4. Let's see what it's high for. Tree pollen, grass pollen, so like the little yellow strands, that's tree pollen. That it'll be high for today, tomorrow, and Tuesday. Same with grass pollen. But surprisingly, no ragweed pollen. I'm allergic to the pollen that comes from the trees and ragweed, so I have 1 out of 2. So that's part of this, and then the other part is the cold. But right now, I feel like my throat is like super dry. So we have all of the things. If I could stop coughing, I'd be fine. I'm gonna have to make more of my tea. It's almost gone. Healing Kitty for all of us. Yes, indeed. I wish I could pop it up on the screen. Pearl says, got a few rows done. It's not a mindless pattern, so I have to pay attention to every line. Ooh. It's gonna look fabulous when you're all done, though. Ren says, washed dishes and made it to 81%. Nice. I listened to 10% of my book, says Carissa. Very nice. Jessie Kiwi says, shh, I refuse to accept that it's March, but also excited because I get to start Crown of Midnight. Girl, I still need to finish Throne of Glass. And a bunch more. March, I think, is going to be, like, I'll do a TBR video, but it's basically gonna be me showing you what has been on January and February's TBR that has not been read yet. Because this month is going to be a I'm catching up month, so that we can start clean in April. Because I would like to do my new TBR game. So I need to hash out all of the rules and stuff for that this month. Excuse me. I'm sorry about the coughing. Tiny sips. I'll make new tea. Faithful says to Double and Jen, I just saw your comment. It's usually that time, yes, but there's nothing scheduled. What? Did I miss something? Maybe not. Let me know. Let me know if I missed something. They saw it on the Google Doc. Carissa says, I'm very excited that it's March. It means that it's almost spring. Yes. If you live in I imagine it's all over. But for the U.S., March, the first day of spring is March 20th. We also do daylight savings. Not today, but next Sunday, we will be moving forward an hour. Because we spring forward. So it'll still be at 11 a.m. for sprints, so you don't have to worry about that. But it would technically be 10 a.m. because we're moving ahead. But if we were still in the other part of daylight savings, it would be 10 a.m. If that makes sense. The only reason I don't like spring is because allergies. But I got my provisions. I'm taking all of the things. Faithful says, it just popped up. You can grab the link next sprint. Perfect. Cat is ready to go, but I am not. So let's finish the comments and then we'll go into our next sprint. Molly says, yes, that is the room, Alicia. Hopefully I am just experiencing a digestive issue. Still, either way, that's never fun. And I hope you feel better. Molly says, on a different note, Alicia, about hours. Oh, how many watch hours do you need to advance your channel? Last I checked, I am in need of 8 subscribers, and out of 3,000 watch hours, I have 1,653. So my brain is not mathing, so let's do the 1653. I need 1,347 watch hours to meet the requirements. So, I was trying to figure out what I could do to help bump that. I might throw in a couple of more live streams this month. We'll see. Because I also have spring break this month for my kids. And that is the week of, I think it's the 15th. Let me see. Yeah, the week of the 15th. So I'll be able to do sprints on that Sunday, the 15th. But then the 16th through the 20th, I will pretty much have everything pre-planned or pre-scheduled. Because the only other thing I'm going to be doing is the 18th, which is Book of Doors book club sprints. Other than that, I'm going to try to have all of my stuff scheduled video-wise. That way they have their week of spring break. We'll go and do like a family like festivity type thing. But yeah, I want to have everything scheduled. But in terms of watch hours, I need 1,347 and 8 subscribers. Because I think I'm at 492 now. Ooh, my comments jumped. Annette says, I mostly did dinner prep, peeling potatoes, and read a little more. I want to do a little crafting for Faithful Sprints next. Ooh. I don't know if I'll be on screen, but I will be in the chat for her sprints, and I'm going to work on my cross stitch. So I will post progress in the Discord. And it will be sprinting at 7 p.m. GMT or 2 p.m. Eastern. There is the link. This really tastes horrible when it's cold. I will make new and I will switch to water. Molly says, I make monthly personal challenges for myself that I put on my reading spreadsheet. One of them this month is to watch 30 minutes a day of your backlist of videos. Oh, I love that. You are putting in the work. I hope you're enjoying everything. Because I know, like, I have a lot of different types of videos. So I hope that you're enjoying. If you've watched my Hogwarts Lego video, you'll be able to see when my children were itty bitty. Because I couldn't keep them out of, because I built it here in the library. So they were coming and going. Daddy would take them and then they'd come back. And then you'd probably see me holding my daughter at some point because she was a baby. But that's, besides more recent things, I think that's the only time that you'll really see them. I try not to have them on camera too much. That came from my toes. I don't know where that cough came from. That was horrible. Oh my gosh. Well, thank you for watching my videos. I give you a little heart. I can't make the little hearts on screen, but I will do that one. Donna says, did this post twice? It posted twice. But there's the link for Annisprins. The other link did not work, so that this is the correct one. Thank you, thank you. Dublin Jen, I am still coughing and I've been better for a few weeks. I've had colds in the past that have done that, where it's like the cough just lingers, and I'm hoping that this one won't do the same. But being that I started with a cough, I don't know. All I know is that the tiny sips help in between comments. For anyone who knows what it is, I'm learning null binding today. What is that? Do elaborate, because I don't know. Tonight, not today. Oh, Jesse, is there a Crown of Midnight schedule up? Not quite yet, I don't think. I think Jen is doing it today. Ooh, and now this is the how you guys are going, how you're gonna break up the reading of Crown of Midnight. Krista says, I feel you. I cough like that in the fall, and I'm never sure why. I often wonder if it's equated to allergies. Because, like I said, I have tree pollen and ragweed that I'm allergic to. And I know that probably this month or next month, the trees are gonna start dropping that like yellow crusty pollen, and I'm gonna have to stay indoors. Like otherwise, because if I go outside without any kind of like medicine or protection, my eyes will be red and swollen, and I'll be coughing, and it's never a good time. It's never. You don't want to see me like that. But I feel you. Have you checked to see if it's allergies? You could have like what they call seasonal allergies, depending on the season and what the like pollen or whatever's doing. It's possible. Dublin Jen says, I am loving all of the trees blooming. My allergies, not so much. Yeah, I love when things bloom, but my allergies tend to not agree. In Ireland, spring starts February 1st. I bet you got all the blooming stuff now. Jesse says, I hate spring for the same reason. Allergies. Yep, allergies are not fun. Dang it, I worked on a March TBR for 2 days when I cleaned my desk and have been away from it, so now I can't find the TBR. Maybe it's still on the desk? Maybe it just, stuff is on top of it. I know I'm famous for that one. Or you put it in that very special safekeeping spot and you don't remember where it's at. That happens to me too. Jen says, I have allergies all year round, but I think it's worse some seasons. That is a possibility. Mine is spring. Jen says, I despise summer and heat. I am not built for it. No, I do not. There's like a very small temperature window that I enjoy, and anything else is either too cold or too hot. Lately, before it was anything like in the 70 range, 70 to 80, that was my range. I was perfectly fine. Now, with perimenopause, anything between 60 and 80 is my range, because I'll get hot and then I'll get cold. You should have seen me last night. We were trying to watch TV, my husband and I. And I had my jacket, and I was pulling the sleeves up when I got hot, and I was pulling them down when I got cold, and I swear it was like every 10 minutes. I'd get hot, and then I'd get cold. Or he'd make me laugh, and I'd get hot, so then I'd have to fan myself. and then I would get cold. It was horrible. Back from watching This Week in Indies, it was a great show, and now I'm gonna be an ARC reader for a really cool Jewish folklore based urban fantasy. Very excited. Ooh, very nice. I'm glad you had fun watching the show and you have an ARC to read. Ooh, we're gonna get through these comments and then we'll go into our next sprint. Oi, you lurkers, just do it. Just touch the button, says Jessie. Vanessa says, hilarious that the poll is 50-50, which means Alicia has to make her own decision. We have so failed her. Yes, if you guys haven't voted on the poll, please go vote because it is literally still 50-50 from what I can see. That is wild. That does it tell me 18 votes and it's still 50-50. Y'all are making it hard. I'm gonna make it harder for me. Molly says, title please at Vanessa of the ARC. Annette says, spill the beans, Vanessa. That sounds amazing. They all want to know. Pearl says to Jen, I hate the heat and humidity. It is so bad here for July and August. Yeah, I love going to the theme parks during summertime, but July and August are the absolute worst. Vanessa to Molly, My Brother's Keeper by Ben Schenkman. I know I butchered that. I'm sorry. But there it is. There's the title and author. Molly says I'll keep an eye for it when released. Jen says I am at the age where I am always overheating, so it's worse. Oh, yeah. I don't look forward to any of that. It comes out March 30th. Very nice. Molly says thank you. Vanessa, anyone who reads the Amazon description and might want to be an ARC reader, let me know. I'll see if he wants more. Of course he does. They want all of the readers. Jessie Kiwi, yes ma'am, let out all those coughs. I say that as I'm about to take my meds, plus some Lemsip. I'm not sure what that is, but yes. Faithful says, Alicia, I keep forgetting to share the link for co-host to join me. I do the same thing. Like, I keep saying that you guys can come and join me anytime, but I always forget to share the links. The only one I remember is for the 100 Pages Book Club, because that's a me and Kelly thing. And so, I mean, anybody could join us, really. But me and Kelly are the ones that are always, on screen so far. But even on Sunday, I keep saying, y'all could join me. You gotta let me know, because otherwise I forget to do the link. And I always forget to post just the, hey, I'm doing sprints link in Discord. So I have to get into a routine, because I've gotten into the routine of setting everything up, but it's usually like the last day of the month. So like yesterday, what was I doing? Creating thumbnails, uploading the schedule for the sprints. Otherwise, you wouldn't have had it today. But I posted it and then I was just like, okay, that's done. But now I have to worry about the videos. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Vanessa says, hugs to Molly for being in potty jail today. I just hope you feel better. Hopefully it's not like food poisoning or something, you ate some bad food. Like, you know what I mean? Because That's never fun. Hopefully it's a quick and easy, and you'll be done soon. Vanessa to Faithful, thanks for the reminder. Pearl says, we cough in the fall because, like the trees shedding their leaves, we as humans need to shed some stuff too, and we do that by coughing it up. It's so disgusting, though. I feel like I'm doing that now. But also because I have teeth sensitivities, anytime I cough or anytime I drink something, all of it right back here at the very back, that all hurts. So I've been working with my dentist to try to figure out why and make it stop, but they seem to think that it's the pockets, because I have a pocket here and I have one on this side. And it's because my mouth is so small that I have a hard time reaching what is in the back. But at the same time, I also have, like, both of my parents have had teeth issues, whether it be bone loss or, like, my dad has a lot of cavities that has been filled. So I just go, yep, I have cursed teeth. I do the best I can. And they want me to spend all this money and I hate going because, one, I hate being poked and prodded. Two, I feel like even though they fix something, they always either make another reason for me to go or they always find something and I have to go again. And I can't be putting out money for all this dentistry stuff. There's got to be a better way. But I do what I can. I'm brushing, I'm flossing, I drink water. I'm trying not to, I always rinse my mouth after I eat something sugary. It's too much. Too much. Jessie Kiwi, I think I have a dust allergy because yesterday I did some hella dusting and the rest of the day my face felt like I was on fire. It's possible. And there's different types of dust particles, so you may not be allergic to all of it, but if there's one specific inside all of the dust, that could be it. Could be dust mites, could be dust in general, could be a certain type of dust. It's hard telling unless you get tested. Annette says, that sounds interesting, Vanessa. Talking about the Ark. Faithful says, you're welcome back for the next chatty bit. Faithful says, now bind gin is one of the red zone crafts that are disappearing. Jessie, good on you. Oh, I have no idea what that is. I'll have to Google it. Glenda says hello to Vanessa, Pearl, and Annette. Jessie says, I saw a reel somewhere about it, Faithful, and I was like, I need to learn this. Kat says, I made it back, just got out of the shower and about to eat lunch. I walked 3.09 miles. Ooh! Yay! You are well on your way for your little medal. Jessie says, it's another yarn craft? Oh. Molly, it might still be on the desk, but I really, really decluttered it. So not much paper up here, but you might be right about my bookish filing box as the super secret spot. See? But at least you have like an idea. I always do that too. Like I'm going, now where did I put? And then I have to think about it. And then if that doesn't work, I have to retrace my steps. And if I retrace my steps, I'm literally pinging around the house because I don't know if I've carried it to the library here or if it's still on my desk, or for whatever reason, I've taken it to the bedroom. Or it could be on the dining room table, because sometimes I will take like my reading journal and stuff and I will spread out on the dining room table and I will do all of the things. It's like I create a nest of all of the things I'm trying to do. So you could be like me. But if it's in that one spot, you just check there and see. Annette says hi to Glenda. Lola, I'm a true Canadian. I don't survive well in Canada. The only time I've ever been to Canada, and I would like to go back and see different sites, was when we drove from Alaska to Florida. We drove through Canada. So it was like one of those, we drive through and we kind of zigzagged our way down. I don't remember much of it. I just know that we drove and we stopped at certain parts because I have photos of places in Canada. I have a picture of the, Mount Rushmore. And I have other, like, along the way pictures. I'll have to find them one day. And see if I can, like, tell you the places of where we were at. Molly says, I have to say, you're welcome, because my vote created a 50-50. I mean, sorry, Alicia. I watch the videos and I don't make executive journaling decisions. Fair enough. Fair enough. In all honesty, like, if the tie doesn't get broken, I may stay with the consistency of doing an 8x8, but there's also the consistency of being a blue notebook. So I don't know. They both have floral on it, so it doesn't help me, because this is the one I'm in currently. So you can see it has a little bit of like floral stuff on it, but it also has animals. It has birds, whereas the pink one has floral, but it has a cat. So I don't know. We'll figure it out. Don't worry. No worries. Molly says, and yes, I found it filed. Yay! Swain says, so basically you need us to watch your videos? Yes, please. I just need the watch hours. That's like the bigger of the, because I think like I said, subs, I'm almost there. Like I need 8. But then the watch hours is where I need the most of. So like I said, you might see some pop-up sprints coming this month, and however long it takes to get those watch hours. So we'll see what happens. Swing says, I'm in Texas. Summer sucks. I like it between 50 and 80. That is like a good it's a good range. I swear, if I could just down this entire water bottle and not have a dry throat afterwards, I would do it, but I think it's still going to be dry. Lemsip over here is Tylenol, and a drug that dries up the nose, not an antihistamine, but similar. Ooh. For us, that would be, I mean, Tylenol would do it, but Dimetap is really good about drying up the sniffles and things. I should probably take some of that. I have to see if we have some. My husband was taking it earlier this week. Lola says, I meant survive the summer. Oops, I knew what I meant to say. I would have figured it out. But thanks for the clarification. Molly, I want to change my vote because I like the consistency of 8x8. If you can, if you want to. I don't know, can you change it? I have no idea. But if you can, go for it. Kat says old school April announcement video in 14 minutes. If anyone is participating in April, feel free to post the link. Kat, I believe you have a wrench. I'm going to go ahead and star that there. I'm going to go make my tea again. And we're going to go into our final sprint. Let me change the banner. And then we're going to go into our final sprint. There is the old school April announcement video. So be sure to go and watch that when it's ready. And I will see everyone back in 45 minutes. Molly says you have 19 votes now. And an 8x8 is the winner. Ooh. All right. I will end the poll at the end of this sprint, and you guys can see where we're at. And then I will start setting that up. All right. I'll see you back in 45. Hello, welcome back. That was our final sprint. I got distracted that sprint because apparently my husband and my son are like taking a piece of cardboard, huge cardboard, and they're turning it into a airport. My son has a lot of those like toy model airplanes. So they are making it into a huge airport. Excuse me. So let me know how you guys did on that sprint. I am putting in the links for people who are currently sprinting. We have quite a few. Kelsey's Nostalgic Life is currently doing the premiere for the Old School April. So I'll pop in the link for that again. Let's see. I don't like the way that YouTube changed the way your subscription page looks, because now I have to like jump around and find all of the things. They used to all be at top, and now not so much. Excuse me. I did make more tea. What YouTube has done is they've put your most relevant top 3, and you can like show more if you want to. And then there's the shorts, and then it's all the rest of the videos in your subscriptions. And I don't know how I feel about that. I wish they would have just left it alone. So let's see where we left off real quick, and then we'll skedaddle. Kat had posted the Old School April announcement, which I did place at the bottom as well. Molly says you have 19 votes now, and 8x8 is the winner. I looked just before we came back, and we now have 20 votes, and it's back to 50-50. So, I just don't know. I mean, I could go based off of like when it had 19 votes and do the 8x8. We'll see if there's any last minute votes while I go through the comments, and then whatever it is whatever it is. Excuse me. Time to open the water. Molly says, thanks, Kat. I totally want to participate. I don't know who that is. Nikki. Hello, Nikki. Welcome in. I don't believe you have been here before, so welcome. Hello, I'm reading Little Men by Louisa May Alcott. That is the sequel to Little Women, yes? Let me know. Swank says, thanks for the sprints. See you tomorrow morning. You'll have a good one. You as well, Swank. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us today. Glenda says, Anna is sprinting. I did start putting in links as we were coming back from sprints. Here is Tallulah's Maker Quest sprint link, so you can go and join them there. Annette says, thanks for sprints, Alicia. You're so welcome. This is where I put in Anna's sprints. She is doing Donna's 72-hour readathon sprints. So that is the link for that. Ren made it to 90%. Thanks for sprints, Alicia. You're so welcome. Pearl, I'm still here working on my February vlog description so I can post it tomorrow. Very nice, very nice. Annette says I've been crocheting. Ooh, nice. Here's where I put in Kelsey's premiere for Old School April again. And Princess is sprinting, so you can hop over there. I didn't see anyone else. Excuse me. Gabby Reeds is doing sprints. That one looks like it just popped up. And so is A-Star Reeds. I can add those links. And Coffee Over Apples is sprinting. See, this is what I'm saying. Like, I had to scroll down to, like, see all of these people. I'll add those in real quick. But it's like, if I didn't, like, scroll, then you wouldn't know, you know what I mean? I don't need a most relevant. Is there a way I can turn that off? There are a lot more than normal. So I guess this is the first of the month. Sprints. All right. I'm sure there's more, but I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't need the cat. And then where did we leave off? Kat says I watched the O School April announcement video. Now I'm off to Target. Thanks for sprints, Alicia. Have a wonderful rest of your day, friends. You as well. I don't think you're here, Kat, but I was going to tell you, and I'll send you a message. But I have your little miniature books packaged up. So tomorrow, the kids don't have school, but tomorrow we will mail your little miniature books. This is me putting in Steph's live stream link. Molly says, Alicia, I sure hope you get to feeling better soon. Thank you. I should be back to normal in the next couple of days. It just depends on how much of this lingers. By next week, I should be fine, like back to 100%, but we'll knock on wood and hope that I get better faster. Because I don't have time to be sick. Glenda says Coda will be sprinting later on. Excuse me. Here's the A-Star Reads link, as well as Gabby's. Brian says, finish the house. Thank you for sprints. Thank you for hanging out. I mean, you've been super productive today. And then Lola says, take care, or take the rest of the day easy. I will for sure. I'm going to clean up a little bit of my mess that I made here on the floor. And then I'm probably going to take my tea, set up somebody's sprints, and I'm probably just going to play the Switch, to be honest. Maybe fold some laundry. I'm going to try to avoid that, though. But we're gonna devour this throat coat tea, and we're gonna drink plenty of water and play the Switch. But that's all, my friends. Let me see. We're going to go ahead and end the poll. It's 50-50. 20 votes. And it's 50-50. So, excuse me. I was hoping that there was going to be one over the other. However, I do like being consistent, so I may use the 8x8 cat one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to photocopy the pages in the B5 and see how easy it is to kind of create the same kind of pages in that book. And if I get too frustrated, then that'll be like a side project that I do. And I will just go into the 8x8. So either way, it'll be one of those two books. It was here. This one. And it jumped. Glenda says, thank you, Alicia, for hosting. See you and Kelly tomorrow morning. Yes, if you don't know, we do have the Morning Time Pirates writing sprints tomorrow morning. That is on Kelly's channel, The Cursed Dragon Ship. And so we will be starting 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so 8 a.m. Central. And so if you don't have to write, but if you do, you can come, you can write. We do 3 30-minute sprints, or you can come hang out and read. We're not strict on it. We personally, Kelly and I, use them as writing sprints. Sometimes we do get distracted. But for the most part, we do writing sprints. Lola says, Switch is always a great choice. Yes. Right now I'm playing the Hello Kitty Island Adventure game. I might switch games, though, because I've been playing that one for a couple of days, and there's just a lot of back and forth, and I'm getting a little frustrated with it. So we might switch. We might do Mario or Mario 3D World. I could go back to Hogwarts Legacy. There's a lot of different things that I could play, so either way, I will be playing the Switch. Molly says here is a playlist of readathons for March. Yes, thank you for sharing. I probably won't be doing a whole lot of readathons, if any, unless it's like a very simplistic one. Because, like I said, this month for me is just going to be a catching up month. So whatever I didn't read in January and February is what I'll be focusing on this month. So hopefully my voice and my throat will cooperate and I can get my TBR video filmed and uploaded this week on time, because I'm a little behind on last week's video. At this point, I have to decide if I'm going to still post it or not. It was about my reading challenge, so I can always, postpone it. Kelly says, sorry, I missed you today. No worries. I know you were a busy lady. I have no excuse except I really needed a nap. Yeah, I know you haven't been feeling well either, so I'd rather you feel better than, use your energy to come hang out. But I'm glad that you popped in. I'll see you tomorrow. I might be a little froggy, but I'll be there. I'll teach you guys sign language if I can remember. She says, so hello, my friend. Molly says, speaking of Kelly, how was your event? Yes, you'll have to tell us. How was your event? Kelly says, I'm about to read my priority pages. Have you read them yet, Molly? Not yet. Thanks for the reminder. The Crawfish Festival was lots of fun, but not very lucrative. We only sold $200 worth of books, but we had friends come by, so the downtown was the best ever. Oh, there you go. Vanessa says hey to Kelly. And Molly says, I'm glad some good came from it and you had fun. Yes, that is all that matters. I mean, it would have been awesome if everything had panned out, but I'm glad that you had fun. I'm sorry. It tastes so bad when it's cold and I have to heat it up again. And Kelly says, Vanessa, I filled out the multiverse survey, though my attendance isn't a requirement. There you go. All right, friends, I am going to go heat up my tea and rest this voice of mine. And I'll see you guys in the comments, the other chats. Vanessa2 Kelly says, I saw, thank you. All right, guys. Be on the lookout for a video coming next week. Hopefully my voice will cooperate. Be on the lookout for Wednesday night 100 pages book club sprints. We will be reading more of the Book of Doors from I think it's page 100 to like 205, I think is the next little tab. I will confirm later. But that is what is coming up. Tula says, take care. Anna says, hey, I portioned all of Tesla's meat and I'm about to have lunch. I am about to go do the same thing. Lola says, okay, bye. That's going to be me in a second. Okay, bye. But seriously, thank you guys for coming and hanging out. Be on the lookout for new content coming soon. I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend and week ahead. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.